Hello.
Holy shit.
It is episode 5 of We Get'n Old. Greg, how say you?
I.
You say hi
I.
or hi? Oh, I.
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 Present. Here.
Here, we've been making music and I think we've been making progress. How say you?
Yeah, we're getting some shit down. Slowly.
What is it like making music with only 2 people as opposed to an entire band?
Slower, and you gotta imagine the other parts. You gotta you have to have imagination, like, okay, this is gonna be there later. And then work on what you're working on now. You know?
Right. So I was thinking that if we had my lovely lady, Maddie, as our drummer, and we just had her do the basics, like the white stripes or whatever,
Dude, that could be it.
all she has to do is doom, doom,
Kick,
doom, doom,
snare.
doom, 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 you know?
Hi-hat, with a kick and a snare.
Right.
Down it.
I think it would be an actual nice trio.
No, we could do it.
And then if
We'll
I
make $1 million, you know, fucking start worshiping Satan, plan a genocide,
mean
poison the water.
tattoos of the Nazi symbol would be
Later on.
pretty cool, but yeah, that's for like our second album. But I don't see anything stopping us from taking over Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah, we're gonna shit on this town.
There's something that we have.
It's called a fart.
Well, you just farted, but whenever we're together, we come up with like silly phrases and or ideas. Where does that come from? Like, how do our minds meld in the time that we're together and we have to like hurry up and write it down?
Well, spider webs.
All right, explain that.
Collective conscious. There's this flow of ideas running through. And if you quiet yourself and stop fucking trying to tell everybody and everything and what you blah, blah, blah need to do, you can hear it. And then you copy it down, and that's like manifestation. So you just gotta say, fuck you, ego, for a second. Stop being yourself and listen as a human, hear, and then you're like a fucking little antenna. I don't know. That's what.
So do you think I'm not being myself whenever I'm around you?
Yeah, I think you're a hoe, really.
So I'm hoeing?
I don't know.
See, because here's the thing. Whenever I'm working with you, I feel like we're on the same page and I don't need to explain anything. I feel like we kind of got the same wavelength.
Yeah, most people at work got that, but some of them, the dumbasses, you have to tell them what to do again. And it's like, you should know it's your job. I shouldn't have to tell you. Know what I should have to tell you.
It's not even really about the work necessarily. It's more about just conversationally. I feel like I could say something or you could say something and we can take it and run with it.
Like beer?
We're not stealing from Cafe Cottage. No, it's more like just a stupid little phrase can turn into a sentence, and then that can turn into a paragraph.
Massacre of masochists.
Dude, I had to vigorously write into my phone the hilarious shit that we were coming up with because I didn't want to forget it. Those fleeting moments of brilliance or retardism, if that's even a word, but we have some sort of I don't know, like understanding of each other's thoughts where we can kind of guess each other's next move.
I think what you're thinking about is communication.
Right.
Whereas a lot of people, they're just talking and saying a story, and their story they don't want it interrupted. We're actually trying to build a story together, a situation. So we're working with each other to make the situation grow, instead of being a one-minded idea towards something. You know.
Right. Like it's not call and response. It's response and response and response and response.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. Lost the word.
Yeah, we're building bricks on the.
It's like you make this wheel, but it got a couple little fucking edges. You show the person next, hey, how's this wheel? And they see the edges, and they're like, oh, wait, let me chip off these edges. And you give it back to you, and you're like, oh, wait, you almost got it. And then you sand it smoother, you know? It's like, it's just doing that.
And I like that. And it's not typical for most people because, you know, working in the food industry, very rare that you come across people that can, you know, align mentally. Because you're doing a shit job. I mean, not you're doing a shit job. Like, you're just performing a shit job. And it's just like.
It's kind of like an entry-level job, so most people don't take it seriously.
Yeah. But if you can maintain a conversation and have fun and perform your job,
then
that's
you
the
actually
trifecta.
can enjoy life. Yeah.
So,
Not everybody gets it.
what do you think about the
Zombie apocalypse?
yeah, I mean,
I think they turn blue before they turn black. Then they might start molding or like I don't know, decaying.
so there's always that point where like the veins in the neck turn blue, you know, like where you can tell like, oh, you've turned.
If they just decay, how did they not lose their blood and just like, you know,
Just like kind of like
bleed
die
out, you know?
Yeah. I don't.
Is their vascular system just like fucking hardened? That's the only thing that stays intact.
And why do they run so fast?
Well, most of the time they're walking slow. I don't know. It depends on what show you
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
It's all about the
sometimes they're
show.
just walking. You know,
Yeah, sometimes they can run. Sometimes they can open a door. Sometimes they can't.
dude. Sometimes they fucking run like Deion Sanders and fucking sprint towards
You see, that seems more likely. You know, it seems like if they go zombie, they'd be like they'd have chimpanzee strength. You know, like they just rah.
Yeah,
They
but
would hold it back or whatever.
it's everybody's own opinion. But I don't think zombies are gonna happen. The much more likely possibility is that the cryogenic, where like they're freezing heads and shit, maybe that could be something to where like they can produce someone. I wish we had a producer right now. Our news girl is watching some stupid reality show.
The days of our life.
But if we could look this up, it would be like, I know there are a lot of people who have basically frozen themselves in hopes of coming back alive at some point. And maybe they would be put into like, you remember Ninja Turtles? And it was like Brain or Crane. He was like in the stomach of like this huge body.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he was the controller of this huge man.
Yeah. It seems like it do that, but it also seems like they could do that with just the DNA. Like, wouldn't they be able to separate your particular DNA to where they can regrow your DNA? But then, if they would do that, it would be subject to different environmental circumstances, so it wouldn't actually be the same you. It would just be the same you starting out again, you know?
So it'd be a rebirth of what
Of
you've
where
already
you started.
done.
Yeah, but it would end up different because of this environment, you know? Because it would grow different. But it would be you at the, I don't know. Kind of weird.
That's where it gets sticky because no one knows the capabilities of what we are going to be able to accomplish. And that's fucking terrifying. Like,
Yeah, but I could definitely see the thing where they're like, okay, you like your brain how it is. We're gonna take your brain out your body. Your body's getting old. We're gonna build you a new body. We're gonna hook it up to your brain. You'll be good for another 500 years. You know. Yeah, I can see that being a thing in the future. All right, this brain's gonna run you about 500 miles. You're gonna need to change out the oil. You know.
yeah, dude, we're all
This
just
body, whatever.
we're all just fucking 2001 Hondas.
You know. Fucking buying pieces off Amazon.
Yeah, I need a left ball and a right
New
hand.
serotonin intake inhibitor.
Yeah. I need some
Burned them
serotonin.
fuckers out a long time ago.
I need a little bit of faith. Is there any of that? No. That's $1,000 per day. All right, so in the news, weird transactions. How do you feel about Lafayette, Louisiana, named the drunkest city in America?
That's awesome.
I mean, this was done by some fucking ridiculous whatever, but
I think it's in the running.
and then
New Orleans would be a little bit more drunk, but
Well-
not by far.
here's the headline. Louisiana City named drunkest city in America, and no, it's not New Orleans. Cut to, it's Lafayette, Louisiana.
Here's the reason: New Orleans got better drugs. Lafayette got stepped on coke and all kind of bad bullshit. So nobody wants. Yeah, you got to drink over here if you want to get high.
Dude. And then we cut to, what are the bottom 5 states in education?
Oh yeah, Louisiana's down there.
In last place was West Virginia. It was worst for educational attainment and 47th for quality of education. Also in the bottom 5 were Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
They made me real smarts up down here. Mm-hmm.
Hey, but we make some great athletes, right?
And food and retards.
Have you seen the Las Vegas Sphere?
No, I heard about it. Seems pretty cool.
So it's this giant. I mean, it looks retarded. It's insane how large it is. It's in Las Vegas, and it reportedly lost nearly $100 million in its first quarterly annual whatever report.
Isn't it like a big arena or something?
It's like, yeah, it's like right in the heart of Las Vegas, and it has the capability to basically, showcase whatever they want, whether it's like, some kind of like image or
Just hit the button.
image,
Not that one. Bottom. The other one. Yeah.
some sort of image, and
The one that lights up.
anyway, fuck Las Vegas and fuck this sphere. But also, it looked really cool.
No, wrong way.
But I pray for the people of Las Vegas. You know, I hope all the investors, you know, got their money's worth.
Just hit it and hold it.
And you know, it's kind of weird when rich people get fucked.
Also, they get fucked all the time. They're all some horny ass fucking Jew bastards. Sorry. That was racist. I take that back.
Where did that come from?
They're just bastards, period. Of all nationalities and religions.
So, do you think anything going on in Palestine over there, I don't know enough about this
That
to
shit's
even.
kind of scary. I don't know. I think it's fucked up.
Isn't it just boiled down to religion?
Yeah, I think they're, from what I understand, they're all claiming it's their holy land, so they're taking it for themselves, taking it back from whoever has it now or whatever. I don't know too much about it either.
The weird part about it is that most terrorist attacks, most evil and death comes from religion.
A lot of wars for sure. Been started.
And so for that to still be happening today, doesn't that make us look fucking retarded? And doesn't that make us look susceptible for aliens to come and monitor us and be like, wait, they're still doing this? They haven't figured out that everyone of every race sucks?
It seems like it's slowly phasing out, but here's the thing. If one bad thing happens, if one wrong slip happens, then the whole world could go. One wrong person gets their hand on a nuclear bomb button, bloop. They're having a bad day, just like, fuck everything, you know?
Hey,
If that happens to happen, then we're fucked. Or we go to war with any wrong country, or China goes to war with any wrong country, or Russia goes to anything like that. But if we keep going the way we've been going since like the Roman days, it seems like we're getting better. Seems like we're slowly phasing out the wars, especially since World War II. We kind of got a big idea with the atom bomb that this is pretty fucking stupid. America's been still fucking going and, using their money to fucking build their military, blah, blah,
exactly,
blah. But the wars haven't been as fucking horrible as they were before. But they're still killing.
When you mention the Roman days, a lot of ass fucking back then.
Yep.
They were fucking little boys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what?
They were fucking sheep.
I mean, dude,
donkeys.
Any hole in a port. Is that the saying? Any port in a storm?
You know?
Any port in a storm.
I mean, after you fucking done slaughtering fucking 5-6 people,
just fuck
you
a
don't
kid.
Want to fuck a hole? Fuck a hole and sit down, fucking have a smoke. Shit.
It's too much, and none of it makes sense, and that's why I have so little faith in humanity. I see like things that make me happy, like, there's like a 7-year-old Chinese girl, and she's like playing the guitar immaculately, and like better than I or you could ever play. No offense to you, because you actually are a guitarist.
No, they got people though.
But she's fucking murdering it on guitar. And that brings me joy. And that makes me happy. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then you see like a TikToker
there's always
doing some bullshit on like the fucking Hollywood Shore or whatever. And it's like we're never going to be in a good place. Like there's always going to be a topsy-turvy set of bullshit where
it never stops moving. Yeah.
Like
if it would get right, then the second would be right. It would feel wrong, and we'd have to fix something about it. There's always some shit.
What would universal basic income do for the world?
If we all were assigned a certain specific job, certain specific tasks that helped out our community. So therefore, once you participated in this task, then you get the benefits of the social equality. Then basically we would all be able to work less and have more time with ourselves, our friends, our family, and also still be able to get the same things done. The people that want to keep working could keep doing their things. The people that want to just do their normal thing and then go back home to their family could do that too. But everybody would still have food and the basic necessities of life. I don't know. I could see it working.
Is that the craziest idea I've ever heard, Greg? Jesus Christ, why?
It's
like,
fucking
what
insane.
the fuck? How has that not been implicated?
Well, yeah, I think the Indians were doing that before we killed them.
Hey,
and then put them on reservations.
Hey,
but,
Greg.
You know, they don't talk about that.
Thanksgiving's coming up. I'd like you to be, indigenous.
Native Americans.
Can you hand me one of those beers in that
It's gonna cost you a beer.
That nice little closet there? So my Packers lost today, and I'm taking it not that hard, but
the Saints lost today. I'm gonna have a beer, but that's in celebration.
Yeah, that's
that was a pretty fucking.
Here's the thing. As long as the Saints lose, if the Packers lose, I'm good.
I don't give a fuck.
Because then nobody can tell me shit. Because I'll be like, oh wait, your team lost too. So let's.
What the hell's going on with the Cowboys? So why the fuck? How did they get good all of a sudden? Like last season, I remember Dak Prescott pretty much still sucking pretty bad. And in this season, he's
look
fucking.
At Greg coming in with the hot sports takes.
Well,
Jesus Christ!
Just generally, he didn't seem that fucking on fire last season, but this season it's like he started getting his meth, started doing some acid, he started really working out his brain and his fucking concentration. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. They kicking ass. It's retarded.
Dude, he got a fucking mattress deal. And
they all got that sleep something.
His
mattress.
sleep number
is by the fucking NFL.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
How many dicks got sucked for that match?
So yeah, but I mean the Cowboys. Here's the funny thing about them is that they always choke when it's like really important.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
So I'm not ruling that out because
no, that's a definite possibility. Big shiny season, and they're even gonna make it to the playoffs, probably.
No, they're gonna definitely make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, playoff, but not.
They'll lose the first game at home in Dallas to some bullshit team like the Lions or something.
Chiefs.
So a tech mogul, Brian Johnson. First of all, just think about that name, Brian Johnson.
That's a normal ass name.
It sounds made up.
Well, they had Brian Johnson is the name of somebody from some '60s band.
I mean, how many Brian Johnsons are there?
That's Brian Jones. I don't know. I feel like Brian Johnson or Brian Jones was a Who in the Who or some kind of band like that.
Dude,
I don't know.
There have to be at least 500 Brian Johnsons that have played professional sports, let alone. Not even just counting regular human beings.
It's like a John Stevenson or something.
Yeah, John Smith. How many John Smiths are... All right, so Brian Johnson, tech mogul. He undergoes shock therapy on his penis to get erections of an 18-year-old. So an anti-aging obsessed tech mogul, Brian Johnson, revealed he has reversed aging in his penis by 15 years by undergoing a painful shock therapy on his genitals. That's That's an interesting
You
question.
better be like 80.
No,
If he's 80, I'm gonna give it to him.
you be the judge. Look at his picture.
No, that guy can't be past like fucking. He's maybe fucking getting to 50.
All right,
What the hell's wrong with him?
I would say like late 40s, early 50s. But if he's doing this to his penis, what's he been doing to his face? So maybe he's 70.
What's he been doing to his brain?
What's he been doing to his kids?
Yeah.
Which he probably has.
Ugh.
But, okay, so do you remember the erections you used to get when you were 18?
Yeah, they were the same as the ones now, except I only get one a day now instead of 10, you know? But it's at an appropriate time, so it works.
In the morning?
Instead of like in the middle of the day, it just popping up. That don't happen no more.
Yeah.
But when it needs to happen, it happens. So it's
Not
the difference in the quality. No, it's not like it's like fucking trying to get there and like just like a brontosaurus neck and it can't fucking he just broken. No,
So instead
It gets
of seventh
That's called, like,
grade
special.
7th grade math class as opposed to 2 a.m. on the Las Vegas Strip,
I
the
think
same?
Maybe he drinks too much.
See, I drink too much too, but
You need some electroshocks?
no.
Well, then you don't drink enough.
Damn, I need to dumb myself down, brother.
You know?
God
These
damn.
motherfuckers tell you just fucking processing.
See, okay, so maybe he does a lot of cocaine because not that I've ever done cocaine, ever. And you know me, Greg, but I've never done cocaine.
It's a pretty shitty drug.
But it definitely does make my dick unusable. But I've never done it before. This is a hypothetical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like opiates is like hypothetical sometimes.
The FBI seized Mayor Eric Adams' electronics early this week in connection with what appears to be a growing investigation into possible federal corruption into his 2021 campaign. For those of you who don't know, Eric Adams is the mayor of New York, and
They all corrupt.
not a good
Each
look.
one. The ones in Lafayette are fucking talking shit about each other. Like all they got is commercials talking like harsh shit about the other
It's
person.
called muckraking, I
I
believe.
wouldn't even vote for either one of you because all y'all fucking focus on is negative shit. You're not thinking about the right shit. You're thinking about trying to fucking talk shit on somebody instead of fucking saying what you're gonna do. So you haven't even thought about what you're gonna do when you get in office because you're talking shit about this motherfucker. Fuck you. Both of you.
All right,
Wow.
so the dude that we had as mayor president here in Lafayette, Louisiana, I'm not going to mention his name, but he went into like rehab, and apparently he was like really strict during COVID, but then he was like seen out dining without a mask and all this shit, and then, you know, the bomb drops that he's like a fucking something head. He's doing something bad enough to where he has to go to fucking rehab. And then you see his fucking pictures up all over town while you're driving around. How does that... How...
Yeah, we need to give him a little bit more time to figure it out.
Dude,
Just
I wish he was here in this room right now. Like, he would probably be pretty chill. And he'd be
I
like...
was going through an addiction at the same time as you.
Yeah.
I can't run this shit.
Yeah, we'd be like, bro, it's okay, dude. Like, don't worry about it. Like, just fucking tell us your, like, real life. You know, like, oh, your family got you into this. Like, you were forced into this kind of thing. Like, kind of like George W. Bush.
Child sex ring.
Oh, maybe they
I
got
don't
some
know.
dirt on them. Oh. It's a new dynamic. Controversial. But the whole point is all these politicians, and this isn't anything fucking mind-breaking, but they're in it for something. And I feel like a lot of it is for...
It's a popularity contest.
It's either a popularity contest or some sort of like they're backed into it to where they have to, or else because they've done some shady shit.
Yeah, so
And
now
then
they gotta fucking beat a fucking doll.
you have to go up there, you have to say these things, and because you're well known,
You gotta be the puppet.
and you have, I mean, think about fucking Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine. Think about just the name of Ghislaine. Like,
Well,
it's Giz in the name.
It's pronounced Ghislaine, but I love to say Ghislaine because it just makes me think
it's
of
a
like
stroll down Ghislaine.
it's like whenever like I jack off and I come and like it just like goes down my
Ghislaine.
It's,
You think
it's
about
the
it every
Ghislaine.
time.
Yeah, Ghislaine
She's always
Maxwell.
after so.
So Ghislaine, and god damn, she was fucking dude. She was.
That was
I mean, I take
fan.
this with a grain of salt. One of the worst people in the world, and she's still alive. And she's like,
I think evil people live longer.
explain that. Why? What's your theory?
Because they want to live longer. Who would want to live longer?
So this dude that
Who would want to live on
that
this
shocked
fucking
his
hellhole?
dick. He shocked his dick.
He's evil. But he been fucking. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's weird.
Yeah, maybe this is different.
Yeah, that don't even apply. He's just plain evil.
Or maybe his dick just really is that bad.
Maybe
Where
he
it's
was
just
born
like
with a weird shit dick, you know.
he had a weird dick.
Yeah, he had a fucking broke dick.
Dude, I love my dick. Like every day I wake up and I'm like, there you are.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
My
Like,
dick bros, man. He's been there for me my whole life.
hey, Brian Johnson. Ironic. I'm sorry you don't like your dick.
Your last name is Johnson, and your Johnson don't work. You have to
Dude.
shock it up.
Shit writes
Shit's
itself.
berserk.
It writes itself. All right, so here we see Aaron Rodgers, famous quarterback. He used to be on my Green Bay Packers. You can probably see images of him around this room, although I've taken most of them down. But I've left a couple up because I still love him.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Tell me what you see in this video.
Somebody dropped a bomb.
Okay, so it looks like he dropped a bong on the sidelines of an NFL game.
Who's smoking weed?
Well, I mean, obviously, everyone in the league because they tell them when they're going to test them. So if you fail a weed drug test, you're fucking dumb, right? Or you're just like a straight up addict. And I mean, we've all been there. But, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, he's on the sideline. Granted, he's not playing. He tore his Achilles week 1. And
Yeah, he's healing up.
he's healing
Smoking
up.
that weed, eating the food.
He's doing all these like weird procedures. He's like
Smoking weed.
smoking weed, blah blah blah. He goes on a talk show.
Here's the thing though, like if you're gonna be at a football game, why have a big bong? Like why not just roll a blunt? Why have a pipe?
Well, it was
Bring a vape.
it was a gift to him, okay? And the boxing, if you saw the video, the boxing kind of looked a little flimsy. And so when it fell out, it definitely looked like a bong. But it was fucking tequila.
It was a tequila bong.
It was a gift from someone, and he was like glad handing some people and blah blah blah. Hey, nice to see you. All right, I gotta go. And he picks up this brown box, and what looks like a bong falls out, And it's actually a tequila brand.
No lie detector says that was a lie.
No, because there was like actual liquid coming out of it, and
like the water you put in a bong when you smoke it.
but there was no what do you call it, the thing you pull out?
It just looked way like too much like a bong.
What's the thing though?
What kind of tequila was it? You gotta pull up.
It's
You
like
gotta pull
one
up
of
the brand. Make sure the bottle checks out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Ooh, maybe that's what's coming next.
You gotta check that shit.
But what is that thing that is called?
All right, Jamie, check this tequila bottle.
News girl, are you? What is that thing where you pack the bowl and then you pull it out? What's that called?
The bowl.
Oh, the bowl.
I don't know.
There was no bowl on said
Bowl and
bong-shaped tequila.
Maybe he just wanted the bottle to drill a new hole and make his own bone.
Dude, who's not trying to drill a hole, brother?
Hole drilling's part of life.
So Jared Leto, are you familiar with this cat?
Yeah.
He is the frontman of 30 Seconds to Mars, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about their music?
They had one good song.
One out of how many?
I don't know. They probably had a lot of songs, but they had one good song.
What's the name of that song so we can
it was like, "Don't bring me down, bury me up."
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like
Yeah.
a fantastic song.
That shit.
So Jared Leto
Leto.
Jared Leto
Jared Leto what?
scaled the Empire State Building as the sun was rising over New York City last week to announce that his band was putting out a world tour.
Lay off the drugs.
Bro, okay, so first of all, he's been an actor. Do you remember Requiem for a Dream?
That was a good ass movie.
Good ass movie, great ass acting by him. Right?
Yeah.
His band couldn't give a fuck less. Like, you said they had one good song. I kind of trust you, but
It's
if
a radio song.
we'll listen to it later. And
I haven't heard anything else. Then maybe they got more good songs. Who knows?
Here's the thing.
But I haven't been told. I don't know anybody that's like, oh yeah, that's a shit. Yeah. I don't know anybody.
What you doing climbing the Empire State Building, though, for?
He's feeling that Godzilla shit.
Or is that album so bad
He needed a stunt for it.
you need to risk your life, which, quote unquote, probably he didn't have to do because he's a millionaire and he probably has people like by his side at every step.
Maybe he's not a millionaire.
So you think this was a stunt to get money?
Maybe he's that broke and desperate.
Oh shit, son.
Does Brad Pitt have to fucking climb the fucking Empire State Building to get people to watch his movies?
DiCaprio? No.
You know? Fuck.
DiCaprio can be fat and fuck 21-year-olds.
He can be racist. Straight up say the N-word.
Only in character. Only if Tarantino says it's okay. Dude, the weirdest thing about Tarantino is that, okay, he writes himself into his own movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the funniest one, I think, is when he's like at a strip club or something and he gets like one of the hottest girls at the time. God. Selena. No. Dude, I'm gonna fuck it up. Again, if we had our news girl here, we would have it. Basically, gets one of the hottest like Latina actresses to like pour liquor down her foot, and he like drinks it from it, and he has a foot fetish.
Licking that foot.
Dude, he wrote himself into the movie just so he could fucking do that.
Yeah. It's kind of like some fucking, slightly psychotic.
Or genius.
A little bit of both.
I mean, okay, let's say you were in
Maybe that was his favorite foot he ever seen, and he was like, I'm gonna make this happen. This bitch don't even like me, but if I write it in a movie and she's getting paid, that's not even whoring.
What was it? A Dusk Till Dawn. Salma Hayek. That's who it was. Salma Hayek in Dusk Till Dawn, 1996. He wasn't even a main character in the movie.
He's never a main
He
character.
just wrote himself in
Not that I know of.
so that he wanted Salma Hayek to suck his foot.
Oh,
But-
his foot? I thought.
Suck her foot. He
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to suck her foot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude.
See how foot fetishes work?
And
Can't be the other way
and
around.
he ggets to write movies and say the N-word whenever he wants. Like, I'm sorry. Dude,
When Tarantino got the pass.
he's kind of killing it.
He got the pass.
Have you seen the one with Mr. Pink?
No.
What?
What was that?
Reservoir Dogs.
Maybe.
And we'll be right back.
Whoa.
So, would you rather have your ear cut off, your pinky cut off, or your dick cut off?
I'll go tranny with it.
Yeah, because then you could be a woman, you know?
No. They could take.
I mean,
take like a pinky all day. Fuck
yeah,
me.
pinky for sure. I think, like, even when I'm playing video games, I don't use my pinky, you know? And if I had it, like, tied to my hand, I think I could probably manage.
You gotta tie your pinky to your hand.
Dick, I'd probably just kill myself. Ear, I'm sure they got like some new technology where you just like put something in there and it makes it work.
Get a little plastic ear. Mr. Potato Head.
It
plugs in the
looks like
hole.
a foot.
It plugs in the hole and everything.
Yeah, so everybody go watch that goddamn movie, Reservoir Dogs. And also, Quentin Tarantino, you're a sick fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I still love you.
Good movies.
Kind of a weirdo. There is something called competitive vapors, and they are entering competitions. So competitive vapors stand back to back as they inhale as much vapor as their modified device and lungs will allow.
That's retarded.
Then they exhale before crowds of cloud gazers watch.
You gotta be doing tricks. You gotta be doing like smoke rings with fucking like horses jumping through it and shit.
Yeah, like it has to be like
Moon and sun and sky.
you
and
blow
shit.
the hole and then you like blow like a fucking fish that goes through it or
Or
something.
a
Like
shark that fucking eats a fish while the fucking right when it hits.
Yeah,
the ring,
dude.
Like, you gotta get in.
get creative with it, man. Don't just fucking blow a fucking.
Blow the galaxy.
Hey,
Remake the Big
hey,
Bang.
Greg, watch me.
Remake the Big Bang. There you go. Yeah.
That was pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Dude,
It
like,
remind me of an old truck. You know, the ones that you don't know die behind because
Wait.
it's like you feel like you're dying a little bit more at accelerated rate. It's like, damn, every fucking minute I spend behind this truck,
hey, check this
I'm
one
losing
out.
like I'm getting arsenic poisoning or something.
Check
I don't
this
know
one
what it is.
Oh, that was different.
That was just like one of them like squeaker farts, you know, like
That was a silent but deadly fart.
a smell.
Have you ever sharded yourself?
I'm sure I have, but I don't remember.
No, you remember.
I don't remember when it was.
So it has happened.
Oh yeah, you gotta go change them underwear real quick or throw them away. They got to throw them away.
So I was playing in the dirt with my sister, and we were like, our thing was like, we wanted to like dig holes in the dirt with spoons, because that was cool back then when we were 7 and 4, you know. And it's like,
I used to play with pennies, so I feel you.
the thing is, I went to fart because I was like, I got to fart. So I farted, and guess what happened? So, yeah. And then
Fart with a little poo.
I looked at my sister, and I said, I got to go. And the look on her face, I'll never forget. It was like, because we were like having fun playing, like scooping out this dirt and, you know, trying to make like holes and everything. And then like we were going to make some sort of like castle out of whatever we were doing, like whatever the fuck dumb shit we were thinking of.
And all plans canceled.
Everything went dark. And I was like, I got to go. And she's like, and I'm thinking in her head, she's probably like, bitch, where the fuck are you going? And I went to the
She might have
bathroom.
smelled it. She might have smelled it, no.
I don't think, because I've never told her this, and I'm sure she's never going to listen to this podcast, but I went to the bathroom, and that's back when I was wearing whitey tighties.
Tidy whities.
Do you remember, and when was the last time you wore whitey tighties?
Had to be like middle school, young middle school or something. Maybe.
I would think that, okay, hear me out on this.
Why did they even start us out on the tidy whities? What's the difference? Like, why not? I don't know.
If there was a perfect underwear, wouldn't it be a yellow in the front and a brown in the back?
Yeah.
Like, so
Or
that,
resistant.
I mean, you could go all black, which is what I do. Or I do blue if I'm feeling sexy, or, you know.
In the super special mood.
Yeah. You know, like, hey, I got a little blue underwear on tonight. I'm feeling
Make me black and blue, baby.
But I'm not wearing white. I'm not wearing fucking white or beige.
Yeah, it'd be bad to match with your skin color. Think about that, like the same color. Always wear the same color clothes as you.
Dude, there's a college football team. God damn it, I can't remember which college it is. But their pants, when they're playing, they look skin tone.
Yeah.
So they look like they're running around naked.
Yeah.
And who the fuck came up with that idea? Because, dude, I'm telling you, our skin tones combined, that's what their pants look like.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they
not
have
good.
red tops, but then just naked bottoms.
Yeah, so it mixes with their leg and everything.
Even the black dudes, they're suspect. I don't know. They might be white. I don't know. They're just naked.
They're going blackface.
They're wearing black socks. I can't tell. So yeah. Anyway, do you judge me for vaping?
Yeah, it's pretty weird, man. I think it's kind of like a little bit, you know.
Yeah. I see enough people doing it.
I don't give a fuck, man. I'll be vaping weed every fucking second of the day.
My girl got me on it in New York, and dude, I never smoked. Like, I smoked maybe 2 cigarettes in my life, and like the second one I took too hard, and I started vomiting immediately.
I puked from a cigarette before.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you've seen me puke before.
First time I smoked weed, I puked.
Shit.
Yeah.
Gravity bong?
Blunt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, like, you can get to that point where it's just too much. And with vape, it's just nicotine, and it tastes like some gay fruit or mint, and it gives you a little head high for a second.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like stand outside and smoke a whole cigarette and have like a bullshit conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
that's part of the fun of the cigarette.
Okay. Explain that.
You get a minute alone. You just go take a minute out. Fuck everything else.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I got a new job, and they brought up the idea of a smoke break, and they asked, "Do you smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah." Just because I said
always say yes.
Always say yes, because
go chill with them.
Here's the thing. If you say no, then like,
you don't get a break.
What are you taking a break for?
Yeah, exactly. I learned that early. I never smoked, but I would start smoking weed with everybody else smoking cigarettes while there's whatever. It's just like, y'all gonna smoke? Fuck. I need a break too. Shit.
No, I'm not gonna go smoke a cigarette. I'm just going to
I'm gonna smoke.
Act like I'm smoking and play on my phone. Is that okay?
You know?
No, it's not. You have to be smoking.
Fuck that.
It's like, what the fuck, man? But I don't know. I think I could enter a competitive vapor thing, but it would have to be something like you said, where you blow like a hole, and then like you like
do the wall,
do like a
glory
fish
hole.
coming. I mean, you took it there. You took it there. I didn't, but I mean, yes.
If you can make a glory hole, that'd be a good one. You know, like you got to make the hole in the wall, and then a little thing on it.
A little dick.
Head on the other side.
A little.
You got to start out with the head.
Dude.
You got to start out with the head on the other side. Then you do the wall.
Dude.
So the head's floating behind the wall, and then you do the hole, and then penetrate that.
But then you make the cum shot.
You make the cum shot first before the penetration.
Right. So then it all makes sense at the
crashes
end.
It all floats into it, and it's one big cloud in there.
Dude. All right.
We got this shit.
I'm
gonna be your coordinator.
See, but here's the thing. I don't really have like even when I hit
your art coordinator.
Even when I hit my vape, it normally either puts me to sleep or really like, downs me, And I know some people that can hit it and it's just like a regular cigarette to them.
Yeah, I find it gives me a lift more than anything.
So you've done it before?
Yeah.
I'm calling the police.
I do these now.
Yeah, I know. And the thing you have is remarkable. But it's also something that it's too much for me.
It's strong.
It's next level.
It's strong.
All right, so a Democrat who goes by the name of Susanna Gibson narrowly lost a Virginia race after webcam videos of her and her husband having sex were leaked. Wouldn't you want to vote for her more?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up that they jacked their videos.
I mean, hey,
It's like
people
it's
fuck.
Exactly, people fuck. There's cameras everywhere. Sometimes videos get made. Why the fuck you be mad at people for that? Shit. It's not like she was fucking cheating on her fucking husband. Shit.
That's a really good point. Yeah, dude. In fact, she should be heralded.
Were they fucking an animal? Did they have like a fucking donkey in on the party? Was it fucking, like was it strange shit? What the fuck?
Dude, it was just sex with her husband. But
they were trying to see it from the outside, get an outside perspective, Prove on some moves, shit.
An ex-Maryland middle school teacher was arrested for having sex with a 14-year-old student multiple times. He was an 8th grader, and
You gotta give that kid a high five.
I mean, the amount of high fives, he would have to go to the hospital, for like.
I wonder if that like helps you get laid in school after that. Like if you fuck the teacher, like, that's like cool points. It's good, because I never experienced it. But like I wonder if like all the girls want you after that because they're like, oh, well, Miss Caroline fucked him.
Oh, you fucked up.
So then all the 8th grader little chicks are fucking you in the broom closet too and shit.
More than 20 times, apparently.
He was getting that experience. He knew how to do it already.
Okay,
Didn't have
so
to worry about no fucking weird collisions.
okay, so the reverse of that.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Right? Right?
We're gonna have to beat that motherfucker.
Like
send him to jail and let him get raped.
A 30-year-old band teacher
you going to jail
is fucking a 14-year-old.
Everybody's gonna know it, so the prisoner's gonna rape you.
So
the guards are gonna let it happen.
Explain that to me, though. Explain the dichotomy of how it's a high five if the guy gets fucked, but the other way around, it's totally unacceptable.
I have no fucking idea, but it is that way.
It is, right? It just it just is. It just is.
I don't know. Like, cause in both ways, you're leading them on. Like the older person is like guiding the show. So that's why you're mad in the older dude case. But in the older chick case, that's the same thing that's happening. But it's like, high five, dude. Like, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
It
doesn't make sense. I guess it's because, but then we get into the whole argument about female empowerment, and it's like, girls, women, they're just as equal as men, and da da da. But then when something like this happens, it's like, oh no, this is unacceptable.
It's funny.
It's not funny. It's fucking disgusting. But
no,
also,
it is really disgusting because when you think about the 30-year-old who's trying to fuck a little kid, yeah.
But
for the kid, I mean, you got the life experience. Because I don't know.
Dude, when you're 14,
but for the fucking teacher, yeah, you're a fucking psycho. You're a pervert. Why are you fucking trying to fuck these little kids?
These boys.
So the teacher is suspect. But high five, little kid. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Like, how did it taste? I know you smell your fingers after.
Over 20 times. Over 20 times. So it goes back to our original discussion. Your rock hard penis at 14 is probably better than her husband, if she has one.
Yeah, but at 14, I don't think it's fully grown yet.
Well, obviously not, but I'm thinking
It's like 18 or 20 or something.
yeah, I think it stops at like 17, 18, something like that. But the point is, she's using this guy probably to get over on her husband and or
She's a sick fuck.
she
is a
was
sick fuck.
she was molested,
That's more like it, yeah.
and so her boundaries are totally warped
Yeah.
to where like she has no like morals or
Do one the others.
and she's like, this little 14-year-old Johnny is pretty hot and he's on the football team and I'm gonna fuck
He's
him.
mature for his age.
Yeah, we talk about deep stuff.
Like space, science, and history, and math.
And I give him straight A's and everything. So I'm wondering if, okay, you had to be really rich. I'm sorry. I just burped, ladies and gentlemen, but you didn't hear it. Dude, it was a really superb burp because you didn't even hear
It
it.
was a rich burp.
It was. So you're really rich, like fly first class, get anywhere at the drop of a dime, or
On an island?
dude, you could be anywhere you want.
Own an island?
Yeah, own a
Fuck
fucking
everybody else?
country, dude.
I don't want a country. I just want an island.
But
Tiny island.
you got a fucking thumb dick, and you know that any girl that gets with you is only in it for the money.
Isn't that all the rich people?
Wow, dude. You just said a lot of things in like 3 words.
Because they just sit around all day so pissed off at everything that they have to think their way out of it. And everybody else might have got laid or this is cool. I don't know.
Or you're a middling sous chef with a cock the size of a baby's arm, and you fuck a bunch of fives, but you're always fucking.
Number 2 sounds better.
Really?
Yeah.
So you go cock.
I'm gonna strangle them bitches. I'm gonna put her around their neck and just choke them with it.
Bro. Dude, I'll take the money and the fucking thumb dick every single time.
Yeah, that'd probably be a smarter one.
All right, so the average penis size is 5.3 inches.
Sucks to be them.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
I think that's when they finally added in the Chinese to the mix, because it used to be 6, and then they went down to 5 point something.
right.
I think they incorporated the world average with the Chinese and everything. I don't know.
Well, that's funny that you say that because we were watching.
Another?
Yeah. Me and my girl were watching a show last night. It's called Bargain. And basically, they have this whole system set up where they bamboozle high-ranking people into
Yeah, that
prostitution,
freshness.
right?
It's not fresh though.
It's a highlight. You're living the high life right now. So they bamboozle people into getting with girls at a hotel.
Is this the CIA
So it's basically
when they were on acid?
it's sort of, I mean,
They put the people on
again,
acid and
it's a
they got
TV
them
show
fuck
that could
overs.
definitely be real. So, but the girl's like, "Hey, why don't you go freshen up?" You know, like he comes in, he's trying to fuck, and she's like, "Yeah, just go take a shower and I'll be ready." And then he goes in there, and there's a couple dudes, and they just fucking like,
Rape him.
no, they just strip him naked to his underwear, and then they have him on a fucking basically a dartboard, and people come in and they start bidding on his organs.
Damn.
And it's like, all right, so he has one liver, blah, 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 and like there's an auctioneer. And she's like,
Don't go to foreign countries.
dude, this was in South Korea. This is Seoul, South Korea, where I want to live one day.
Be careful which street you go down in Seoul.
So
You might lose more than your soul.
I was thinking about that, and I'm just like, okay, so because a lot of the people there, they're there for the right reason, because like one of
They
their
need
relatives, like my dad, he's dying, he needs a kidney,
So he's gonna get that cheap kid,
and so they start auctioning, and it's like da da da
and then they outsource,
da 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 da,
crowdsource,
and this dude is just standing
He's
there
picking out
like
a crowd.
he's standing there like Jesus on the cross, just like ooh, ooh. He has the mouth like fucking closed
No
and everything,
anesthesia or anything,
dude. But
fuck.
the juxtaposition is he was there to fuck a virgin.
He went for a virgin prostitute,
He went for a fucking prostitute
underage
who he
prostitute?
thought he was a virgin.
Yeah, well, yeah, that works. That's a nice trade. Like, because they got plenty of other prostitutes. You can go get a used prostitute. Don't act like you're all high and mighty.
You'll have to watch the
You
show.
get lucky if you get a virgin prostitute.
Everyone go
But
watch.
You don't want her to be underage.
If you
But
have
If she's a prostitute and a
Paramount,
virgin, she's gonna be underage.
two things can be true. Yes. If you have Paramount Plus, go watch Bargain, and it's Korean. And if you don't like to read, I guess you can do the dub thing, but that shit is just so gay. Like whenever it's like a Korean person and they have like an American voice over it,
or any Asian people.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Like whenever I did Squid Game, by the way, awesome.
Yeah,
I
tried
can't
to
believe
watch it with that subtitle.
Dude, you see, and that took you out of it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I watched the first episode. It looked cool, but just the fake. Oh, so it's like they almost try to imitate the sound of a Japanese person, but with American.
Korean.
It's like, what the fuck? You don't need to. You just sound like an American when you do it or something.
Dude,
I don't know what would make it right, but
that's
right.
made for lazy, dumb Americans who want to watch something that their friend told them about. You have to actually watch.
I'm a lazy, dumb American.
No, you're not. You're not, Greg. And I would tell you if you were. But the point is, you have to watch it with the subtitles, and you have to hear their inflection. Because they do all these things where they're like, a song of a song. But it was a song.
Yeah.
Like,
You
and
can
that
hear what they're
that
trying
sounds
to say.
mad racist, but it's kind of accurate. Kind of.
Yeah, you
Just
can hear the
because-
expression of the sentence instead of it like being all
A sauce, huh?
translated and
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah. Yes, huh? Yes, like they're very like passionate when they speak, you know? And if you listen to it with the English dub, it's like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, it's like, it's like not even Brad Pitt. It's like Brad shit overdubbing some amazing Korean drama.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it the right way.
You got to do it the right way. I'm telling you. So the first time you had sex was what age?
I'm a virgin.
So the first time you had sex was at what age?
52. I'm planning a good birthday to Las Vegas. I think I was 15.
15 years old. And do you remember the gal's name?
Yeah. She was my first long-term girlfriend.
Do you want to say her name?
Kristen Mayu.
I didn't say the last name. God damn.
Well, she knows it. No, we were both virgins.
She was there?
We were each other's first.
All right, so what was the initial? First of all, did you wear a condom?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were in high school. Early high school.
What was the initial feeling and or anxiety that came with that?
It was fucking
interaction?
awesome. I want to do it again because I think I could do it better.
Haven't done it since, but I think I figured some stuff out.
No, that's pretty much every time. Like, it's just like, this is awesome. And then you find a groove or something. But the first time I was like, this is awesome, but I think we could do it better.
Yeah. I mean,
we were two versions, you know? I mean, we figured out how to do it better.
that's awesome because, okay, I was 17 and the girl was 21. And she had just broken up with her fiance.
So she taught us some things.
Dude, I'm riding with my boys right around Cajun Field, right? And we both stop at a stoplight, and I look over at her, and she's sipping like some bullshit with a straw, and she like licks it, the straw, you know, and then like
making eye contact and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and then
gesture.
and then she was like, "Follow me."
Yeah, I would follow.
And so I'm not driving at the time. I'm fucking sitting shotgun or in the back seat. So we follow her, and she leads us to an apartment. And she's like, "Oh, this is when the Cajun Heartland State Fair was going on."
Yeah.
I was 17. She's like, "Hey, let's all go to the fair." Blah blah blah. And then you could tell, probably by the time we walked from, you know where Canes is?
Yeah.
Like that little apartment complex over there?
Yeah.
By the time we walked from there to the Cajun Heartland State Fair, everyone in my homie group knew that she was on to me.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone else was tripping on mushrooms. I wasn't, because I hadn't started doing that yet. But she was like, "Let's go on the fucking Ferris ride." Da da da. And I'm like, "Hey guys, I'll see y'all later."
You know?
And everybody was like, "We're good. We understand." Like nobody was pissed or anything.
Who
like
would be?
Yeah. So we go on the fucking Ferris wheel. Then she's like, "All right, come back to my apartment." Blah blah. And I'm just like it's all a whirlwind. And we go into our apartment. It's like shitty ass campus apartments.
Yeah.
Like everything
Campus
could
crossing.
fucking fall down at any point. And dude, we walk in and there's just fucking garbage everywhere. Just like fucking fast food, takeout, just on the floor. Pictures of their engagement photos
Nice.
on the floor. Yeah. She was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about this. I have somebody coming to clean this up tomorrow." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, all right." And she's like, "Yeah, my bed's over there on the left." I'm like, "Okay." Like I wasn't even like thinking like, "Oh, we're coming here to fuck." Like she just kind of
It's like, come on.
like, yeah, yeah. So I go and I sit on, and her room is a fuck. Like it's a wreck.
Yeah.
Like there's clothes everywhere. It's just like, like a McDonald's cup, a Wendy's cup, a fucking panties on the ground. Like it's a mess. And dude, she comes in and she just starts making out with me and like pulling my pants down and everything. And then she's like, "Oh wait, hold on." And like she leaves and my pants are just down. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? I'm 17, she's 21. Where are my friends? Did they dose me with mushrooms? I don't know what's going on. And then she comes back and she was like, "Oh, I had to get a condom from my roommate's drawer." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then she starts blowing me like hard, like just like got. Puts it on and just fucks the shit out of me. Like uses me.
Not a bad first way to go.
And I was like, yes.
You
I
kind of
guess.
like that. You're kind of like that guy, that 14-year-old, you know?
Yeah, dude. She was my teacher.
You know? It's a little bit later, but same shit.
And then, I tried to hang out with her for a few weeks, and I realized she was fucking insane. She had, 3 different names.
Damn.
Like, she wasn't on Facebook. She was... I've never seen her since. But she looked just like Mandy Moore in her prime.
Nice.
So that's what I feel like. I got fucked by Mandy Moore. That's how I lost my virginity.
Yep, she was just off the grid at the time.
But the point is, if you are in control, is it better? Or if the girl is in control, is it better?
Everybody gotta get what they want. So you give the girl what she wants, and then you get what you want. Make her come first. Make her come twice. First.
Has there ever been a moment where you go way too soon and
Oh yeah, it's happened. It's just like it's been a while. If I know it's been a while, I'm gonna let her know. Like, look, we gotta get one out before we really get started. You might want to suck this one out, or I don't know, but it's gonna be one, and then we can really go. But
yeah. There's been times where it's like what, literally 1, 2, done.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger, and it's been a while.
Okay, but also those are some of the best ones, right? Like
I don't know.
aside from the shame of, not being the sex monster.
No, I wouldn't say it's the best. They're good, but it's never not good. It's never like, oh, that was shitty. What the fuck was that? There's never any of those.
I want to say that, all sex is good, but there have been some
There's
traumatic.
some awkward ones every now and then.
All right, so give me yours. The
Yeah,
the worst, the worst.
I'm not gonna go into these.
You can't. You don't have to say names.
I don't want. I don't want to.
Greg,
I don't want to pick the most awkward. Who was it?
you don't. I'm telling you, you don't have to say a fucking name.
You go first.
All right, I'll go first. All right. Her name was, and we were doing it so vigorously that I accidentally went into the butthole, and it made her cry. So
How is that a worse though? I mean, I've had that happen, and but she didn't cry. But I mean, it was just like a oops moment. It's not. That don't sound like a worse.
I don't know.
It sounds like a funny moment.
Here's the point. You never want to see tears coming out of a woman's face who you've just been intimate with while your penis is still erect, right?
She's probably thinking like, do I have a fucking yeast infection now?
Supposed to go in and then out. Oh God, what are we doing here? All right, so what's yours?
I don't know.
So, from the silence, it sounds like you're thinking of like 5 different ones and you're trying to pick which one.
No, I'm just trying to narrow it down, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You're like, well, there was this one, and then there was this one, and then that one, but that one kind of didn't count, and then there was this one, but I was drunk and she was drunk, and
Well, there was the one time with a lesbian, and I guess she really was a lesbian. We'll just leave it like that.
So she rejected the penis.
No, it was just like very stiff and awkward. I don't know.
I like Stiff and Awkward as the name of our band. All right, so we're getting old, and we're going to make some fucking music. So y'all can go ahead and fuck off. But until next time,
Signing off.
quit scratching yourself.